Hey guys, this is Hillary Darby. I work in the marketing department. Today we're going to be talking about social media smarts. I'm here with my colleague Sally. We're both the social media specialists. So if you ever email marketing@boemortgage.com, it is usually one of the two of us that answer all of your questions. Say hi, Sally.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, if you guys can real quick let me know if you can hear us, that would be awesome. Keith, you're always on top of it. Thank you so much. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to talk about today, real quick, before we actually jump into our social media smarts, is that a lot of you can go to marketingboe.com to access all of the, would help if I showed you the screen. There we go. So if you go to marketingboe.com, you can access everything BOE marketing. You can learn about your marketing team. You can get on here and see Sheriff. You can get to Mona. If you guys don't know what Mona is, this is a really cool place where you can get a lot of the flyers. And I'll show you real quick because we have a lot of people that have questions. You actually have to access it through the intranet. So you go to intranet, you go down to marketing, and you go down to Mona, and then it takes you into Mona. So you're all signed in, you choose new template, you can go down, we have tons of stuff, envelopes. My favorite thing is flyers, of course. So you can go in here and do flyers. We have lots of really cool ideas. So we are always adding new flyers. So if you guys need anything, it's most likely on here for you to look at. Going back to the marketing page, let me get back to here. You can access profit through here, the BOE store, Posse, I'm going to go into later. Sheriff, I'm also going to talk about later since we're talking about social media today. You have your Fast app through here, your business cards right here, so you can order business cards, you can customize them. We have the home front where you can, which we send out twice a week, or I'm sorry, 2 times a month. And you can go on here and you can look at that as well. Let me get back to our marketing page. Also, boesignatures.com. A lot of you have been looking for your signatures. boesignatures.com. Oh, and of course, I'm not typing it in right. There we go. So you can get on here, you can create your signature and then email it to yourself and then add it to your email signature. So you'll be good to go. And so now we're going to actually get into our presentation today talking about social media smarts. And Sally's going to talk about the compliance aspect of social media.
Hello, everybody. So glad you could join us today. So I'm going to go over the importance of compliance and what needs to be done to stay in compliance. Staying in compliance just means to follow standards and guidelines. Every year, FDIC does an audit, and we're here to make sure that we're all in the clear because the regulators are starting to become more strict on policies. So that's always fun. So first things first, if you haven't already, I recommend reading over the social media and networking policy, which is located on the intranet. So if you go to the intranet, go to document repository, marketing over here, and then you go to policy down here, and then social media policy.
Oh, so the social media policy, I would definitely recommend going over it. It's going to just give you guys kind of the layout of what you can and can't post on social media. You're also going to, when you scroll down to the bottom here, it tells you what you need on each social media page, which Sally is going to go over right now, because you want to make sure all of your pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+, all of the above is all up to compliance. And if it's not, you might get a sweet email from Sally saying, hey, you guys need to just update this on your page to make sure it's all up to date.
Right. Thanks, Hillary. So on any social media pages, it's required that you have the member FDIC logo, the EHL logo, and obviously the BOE logo. And all your lovely logos are on the intranet as well. You can locate that going to document repository, marketing right here, and EHL, where is it? EHL and FDIC logo.
And all you have to do for these is you have to go to your Facebook page and post them like you would post a normal picture. So you know, go to your status, go to photo and video, and select those two to upload. Once you put those on your pages, you're up to date and you're good to go on that end.
Okay, and so we want to make sure that we're not giving promises like lowest rates or rates as low as. So just no mortgage rates or no misleading content. One example of a way we can mislead is by telling potential borrowers that we have a pre-approval process and writing that on our social media pages. It's important that we don't mislead and use that term pre-approval because we have a pre-qualification process. We see that all the time. Also, we are a mortgage lender, not a bank, right? So it's important to always refer to us as Bank of England Mortgage and not just Bank of England.
If there's one way to drive your marketing department crazy, it's by posting Bank of England and not adding the mortgage on. Just be sure to add that on there because, of course, we are Bank of England Mortgage. We want people to know.
Okay, guys, here's an example. We're still, auditing now, so everything's not going to be up to compliance, but Julian has a great example of what you need to see on a business page. When I click on a business page, this is the first thing that I need to see. Is your first and last name, your title, loan originator, and then your NMLS number. You don't necessarily have to have Bank of England here, Bank of England Mortgage here, but just make sure you have your name, title, and NMLS number. You want to make sure that you have the BOE logo in your cover photo, make it visible. We got to see it when we first pull up the page. In your About section, you want to have, hang on, in your About section, you want to have your website because your website will lead everyone to the privacy policy, and that's what we need to see as well. You want to have your contact information and make sure that you're using a BOE mortgage email address.
So you also want to make sure that you have the disclaimer in your About section as well. And to get that disclaimer, you can go to the corporate website, click About on the left-hand side, and then scroll down. Yeah.
So it's right here in our story.
It starts at all loans are subject to credit approval, including credit worthiness and everything below it. It's important to have the bank NMLS number, which is 418481, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Right. If you're using your personal page to promote business, or you're being tagged from a BOE business page, your personal page has to have all the same requirements. Not necessarily in the same way, but it has to be on your page. For example, let's go to Hillary's page here. So your name, title, and MLS number does not have to be in your name right here, but it does need to be the first thing that we see when we come to your personal page. And this is only if you're promoting business on your personal page. So we need to have the logo here. And if you want to impose your name, title, and MLS number on your cover photo so that we can see that, that's great. Also, you'll need to have, your contact info, the EHL logo, member FDIC in your photo. So just upload it like Hillary was saying earlier. And then go to, let's see, About here in order to add the disclaimer. So you go to Details About You, and then you can just put the disclaimer here in the About section. So for, is there anything else that you wanted to go over on that, Hillary?
Nope.
But for any social media that you're using, we request that you email marketing so that we can look over it and audit.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's important. Like Sally said again, we have, when we get audited, we have to show proof that everybody is up to compliance. So if you guys email it to us, it gets you out of the way. So when we're about to get audited, you won't get a quick email from us saying, please change ASAP. So it just works out if you guys give it to us ahead of time. I'm going to jump in real quick and I'm going to give you guys a little overview. I created this presentation about social media because a lot of you don't use social media, and I think it's really important that you do, because millennials are our biggest target market right now. They're kind of the biggest buyers in houses as well right now too. So social media is here. It's not going away. It's not a passing fad. Be where your customers are in social media. And I mean, we're all here, not even just millennials. There's a lot of people on social media. In 2019, it is estimated that there will be around 2.77 billion social media users around the globe, up from 2.46 billion in 2017. So social media is continually increasing. MySpace was the huge thing a few years ago, and now we're all on Facebook. So it's always changing. It's always updating. Just try and stay up to date when you guys are marketing yourselves too. Whoa. Sorry, we got some construction going on and we got some stuff falling behind us. So the search process, the typical buyer used a mobile device to search for properties online. They look at websites with photos, home listings, and information about the home buying process. If they search for something and it shows up on your social media page, great if you're posting that content, because they'll be on your page. So they'll see your face, they'll get familiar with you. It definitely helps them give a face to the name, which a lot of people like to do, especially before they make a phone call to somebody. So if you're kind of thinking, I would love to be on social media, but I'm having issues coming up with a lot of content, create, share, connect. That's kind of the three things that you need to think about when you're thinking about social media. I run Andy Raffles' page. I'm not sure if he's on here today, but I'm going to kind of talk about him and show him off a little bit. So he's Bank of England Mortgage Philly. He loves and works with a realtor named Jason. And Jason, I continually go on and share a lot of Jason's posts, which also make, in return, he shares a lot of our posts. So it really helps. They're a small community. They're in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. So, I mean, once Jason shared our post, we had a lot of followers jump on our page too, because he's really popular in the community. So it's just reaching out to those realtors and saying, hey, if I share for you, will you share for me, and vice versa. Again, friend your local realtors, share local content. If there's right now for BOE Arkansas, we're going to be attending an autism foundation. What's it called? Gosh, if I can even talk right. Anyways, we're going to be attending an event tonight, and so I kind of have promoted that on social media, and so people love seeing that. And also I'm tagging, the Arkansas Autism Foundation, which they're going to be present there too. So I'm sure they'll share back on their page. Let people into your world and share up-to-date information. Anything that's going on in the community, people love to see. Social media is not a one-time deal. It's definitely not. And Facebook has made this a little bit easier because you can now schedule posts. So you can spend a Saturday night or a Sunday evening planning your posts for the week and scheduling them out so you don't have to think about it. But you definitely don't want to be inconsistent. You don't want to post generic content. You want to post as much as like what's going on in your community and your life as much as possible. Don't misuse platforms. This is kind of talking about, I just said, you want to post what's going on in your life. You want to post what's going on if you have a business page, what's going on in your business life, not necessarily what's going on in your personal life. So I always kind of make the rule to people, share stuff from your business page to your personal page, but not always from your personal page to your business page. I kind of use the example as well. If you and your kids are eating popcorn, probably not something you want to post on your business page, but if you and your kids are attending a local community event and there's a lot of people there and you can tag the event, then yeah, share it on your business page. So there's definitely kind of some differences between there. Always plan ahead, like I said, and always make monthly goals. Maybe you want to try and raise each page by 10 followers each month. You can make that a plan. I mean, there's different things that you can do. And if you're kind of still on the fence and you're not sure where to get content, you can go to BOE Posse, or you can sign up for Sheriff. For the branch Sheriff, I'll talk about that first. It's $35 a month. Everything that you see, let me rephrase, almost everything you see on the corporate page actually goes out nationally. And those are for people that have signed up with Sheriff. So let me get this to pull up right here. So I posted this yesterday. I do testimonial Tuesdays on Tuesdays, and I shared this nationally. And let me see, I can pull up O'Day's page. O'Day is on here. He calls me the social media queen, so I might have to show him off a little bit. But let me get down here. So of course, like I said, this posted yesterday. So it posted automatically to his page too. Again, $35 a month for the branch, and then whoever's in the branch can sign up, but you'll get daily content. So if you're not updating every day, you are at least having something put on your page. And again, I'm not there to post the local stuff, so that's something that you'll need to do, because people respond way better to the local stuff than kind of the more generic national stuff that I might post. And then the other website I wanted to talk about is Posse. Again, you can access it from Marketing BOE. So here's Posse. You go to register now. If you haven't registered, you can sign up, but I'm already in here. I'm gonna pretend I'm Sarah Jones for a minute. So these are all of the graphics Sarah has created, but she can click create a graphic, and she can go in here, and Sally and I both make daily posts on social media, and we try and upload a lot of our content on here as much as you can, or as much as we can, excuse me. So you can get on here, find a graphic that you like, and post it to your page. I also had a request yesterday and added some on. I'm looking for them. If you want to do your own testimonials, if you're getting really good reviews, you can get on here. As you can see, we've uploaded a lot of graphics. Here we go. So I kind of uploaded some blank graphic or some blank templates. So if you have a client testimonial, you can get in here and add your own testimonial, save it. And then when it saves, it does have to be approved by Sally or I, and we get an email automatically when that happens. So give us about 10 to 15 minutes to do your graphics. Usually they take like 1 minute because we're always on our email. So just watch for that. And last thing, sorry, I'm looking at my little list here of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Something that I just wanted to do, definitely try and make sure that your headshots or the picture are professional. I mean, it doesn't even necessarily have to be done by a professional, but just make it look. Try not to do a selfie on here. It just looks a lot better, and people respond better to seeing a more professional photo. And then lastly, make sure that your pages are updated. Hey, can everybody hear me? Martha's saying that she had lost sound. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I just saw in the corner. Thank you guys. So again, lastly, I wanted to talk about make sure your pages are updated, because the updated pages, or when we tag you in a post, we don't want people to be going back to your website and seeing that your website isn't updated, meaning if you used to work for an old mortgage company and you still have their logo in your profile picture and your cover photo, that's not something that we want to connect to. So just try and make sure that your cover photos are updated, you're up to compliance, and if you have any questions, Sally or I are here for you, and you can email marketing@boemortgage.com. And I think that's the end of our webinar, but do you guys have any questions for us? I'm not seeing any questions pop up, so I'm hoping that's a good thing.
But if you guys think of anything later, just email marketing.
Yep. We're here for you guys. And I also have a few cover photos that I've saved, kind of generic for you guys. So if you want to search for those, I'm actually going to write myself a note to try and have someone add them to the intranet so you guys can access them a little bit better. But if you need a cover photo, just let us know and I'll send them to Sally too, so she can have them to send to you guys. How can I get a personalized website from BOE Mortgage? David is asking. That's an Amanda question, but I can definitely start an email with us and get the ball rolling on that. We have a company that creates all of the websites for you guys. So if you want an updated one, Amanda can get that started for you. You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, it's been real. It's been fun. If you guys have any other questions, again, email marketing@BOE Mortgage, and have a good day.